Hey everybody, this is your girl, Sister Talk with Valerie, your chocolate smoothie on Untapped Music Radio. And tonight, while it's storming outside, I have a special edition tonight. And so it's about 7:45. Y'all come on and talk to me. Tonight is the Facebook Family Speaks. And what that means is if you send me a friend request, I'm going to bring you in live so we can have a conversation tonight. Hey, Eleanor. This is Sister Talk with Valerie, and we are having Facebook Family Speaks. And so I just, I haven't talked to y'all in a while. So I wanted to run a couple things past y'all tonight. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, hey everybody, whoever's watching, this is Facebook Family Live, where Facebook Family gets a chance to talk. If you request to come into the live, I will bring you in so you can share in conversation with me live. So tonight, now I just wanted to start by this. Let's talk about what everybody else is talking about and get it over with. So y'all know what I'm going to say, right? Kirk Franklin. First of all, Eleanor, why are we spending so much time talking about Kirk Franklin cussing out his son? Now, I saw the little clip. I don't know what happened before. I don't know what happened afterwards. I did hear the son, though. I heard Kirk Franklin kind of go in, and I heard the son say something like, yeah, that's right, or you ain't gonna... He said something very disrespectful. Here's what I want to tell y'all. Be very transparent. I got a side of me that can go to 25. My children will tell you. I have said some things to my children. As hard and as passionate as I go for if anybody messes with my children, that's as hard and passionate as I go when that other side comes out. Now, thank God, my children, I have to say, they have never been disrespectful to me. I have to say that. I thank God for that. Because I can't imagine that happening, because I was raised in a time and place where my mother and I were very, very close. Loved her dearly. She loved me dearly. But she used to tell us things like, I will throw you out the window and catch you before you fall. I ain't never understand that. Why you got to throw me out the window if you gonna catch me before I fall? But she would say stuff like that. She would say things like how she was gonna stomp us to oblivion. I mean, she would go in, and I was raised like that, and I have had time. Let me tell you something. I have had said some cuss words that y'all couldn't even explain. So I guess my question is, how is it that we gonna all of a sudden think that we gonna decide that Kirk Franklin is not a Christian and he ain't close to God? How are we gonna figure that? I agree with you, Eleanor. It's a private matter. The son is basically wanted to bring his dad down. To me, I mean, I don't know what the son was thinking that he would. For me, it was premeditated. Like, I'm getting ready to set you up. I'm going to put you live, right? And I guess I feel like this. If that was one of my kids, I'd be like, all right, go ahead, put me live. And then, let me give you something to put me live for. I think my problem is that, and I got to say, this is a lot of people that say they're Christians, are so judgmental and hypocritical. Just like, Governor Cuomo, right? That's my dude, right? I'm with Governor Cuomo. I think he did a great job when the pandemic first came out. Now, people are asking him to step down, right? He's not married, and he flirted. Now, I'm not in any way condoning any kind of abuse of women. I can't see what the dude did. He might have said some, I don't know, inappropriate things. I need a girlfriend. I don't know. But it wasn't nothing that I think, let's ask him to resign. Y'all, we had a president of these United States that did some of the most horrendous things that you could ever think of. Supported initiated what could be considered treason, and he still was not impeached. But we think that we should ask Governor Cuomo to step down because he might have been a little inappropriate. That don't sound like that was a setup to y'all. That don't sound like, I don't know. Why is it that deep? Why is it that bad? That's what I'm saying. I'm just asking questions on some subjects that I've been watching the news, and you know, I try not to watch the news. I had a friend that calls me every day and said, "Did you see the news? Did you see this? Did you see that?" And I'm like, "Nah, I missed that." One, because I'm busy during the day, and the other piece is because the more I watch the news, the more I see how wicked this world is. We live in a wicked world, and if I think too hard on it, it's going to depress me. And I'm already trying not to be depressed. Like, y'all know I suffer from depression, and I'm already trying to keep my spirits up. When I think about how the hypocrisy in this world, right? I was watching this documentary the other day called Crack, and it really followed the epidemic of crack in this country, and it looked at how it targeted specific neighborhoods, black and brown neighborhoods, how much money the government made off of this crack epidemic, how it destroyed our neighborhoods. Because here's the thing: if you send this overnight ability of people to make money the way that crack allowed people to make money, and have mothers who would normally be wonderful people leaving their kids for this, and guns coming to our neighborhood, and all of these things happening while the government is telling us just say no, and they making all this money in Nicaragua, and they got ports that they set it up. When you watch those things and you see how wicked this world is, for me, it just makes me sad to think about how wicked the world is. But those are some of my concerns tonight. But I want to know what yours are. This is Facebook Family Speak. So if you have a conversation, hello, Mr. Kason Hazard. I know Kason Hazard. Let me tell you something. As I get older, my memory be messed up. I know you. I know you, Kason Hazard. And charge it to my head and not my heart. But I can't quite remember where I know you from. But that's okay. Because I know either we went to school together, something happened, I don't know. But I believe that name is familiar to me. But for my family out there, come on, y'all. Do I need to put on some music or something? I want to have a conversation. I might be a little bored. I might need to have a life, whatever. But tonight, I want to hear from y'all. What subject you want to speak on? If you send me an invite, I will bring you into the Facebook so we can have a conversation on any subject that you want to talk about. We can talk about anything. And it's a lot of things I talk about in this world. I started the conversation by talking about Kirk Franklin. I'm over that, though. I'm like, we need to find some other stuff to talk about. It'd be all kinds of stuff happening in the world. We find the craziest thing and let's talk about it for a long time. We don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. Ooh, what I can tell you is that on Monday, this coming Monday, I am going to have as a special guest. I'm not going to tell y'all who she is, but I am going to tell you this. You know, you never know how you're going to impact people or what's going to happen in people's lives, right? Some time ago, I used to do Val, where are all the good men? Oh, all right. Let me finish this, and then that's a good conversation, Eleanor. We gonna have, right? I met her when she was about 13 or 14 years old. I used to, back in the day, I used to work in a lot of youth programs, and there were certain youth that I worked with that just kind of pulled on my heart, and she was one of them. And this is probably 15, almost 20 years ago now, but I met her and I could see a light in her eyes. I could always see that there was something really powerful in her. And we're Facebook friends, and I was watching her the other day, and she was ministering. And I've seen this evolution in her life. I love her, right? Her name is Tiffany. She's going to be on Monday to really kind of share her story. She's going through a lot in life, but she has this really strong faith in God. She's married, she has children, and she has really overcome. And I am so Very proud of her. So I'm going to be talking to her Monday. So y'all tune in. I will let y'all know when that is. Now, Eleanor. Girl, the question is, where are the good men looking for a good woman like me? I don't know, girl, because like me too. I don't know. Eleanor, let me tell you something. Me and my daughter was talking, and in April we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to invite some men on, because I was listening to this pastor talk about how, and this was specifically black and brown men, do not value women beyond sex anymore. Honest to God. And I always, you know, because I love my black brothers. I love my black men, right? And I be trying not to bash them or come off like I'm bashing them. But you know what? If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, Eleanor, because I don't know where the men are. I can't tell you where the good men are. I think men is, and I'm just, you know, I'm not saying that we as women don't have our issues, right? But it appears, Eleanor, and you tell me if I'm wrong, maybe because I come from a different generation, that men are lazy. Like, they don't court you anymore. They just kind of chill, and it's almost like they in the cookie factory, and they got their choice of all the cookies in the world, and so they just take applications. Let me see how this cookie is. Let me see how that cookie is. I don't know, I don't like that. That got strawberries in it. Let me go to this cookie. That's what it seems like. And when I say lazy, I mean court, and I mean back in the day when men used to come to your house with flowers, when men used to open the door for you, when you ain't had to tell a man, I need my oil change, when men, you know, they courted you. They might have been looking for something other, but that's not what they started with, you know, when they wasn't looking for you to take care of them, when if you asked them, you know what I'm saying, for a cracker, they ain't think, oh, you trying to rob me, like. There used to be, I think, a time when that happened, but I don't know what's going on right now, Eleanor. You're going to have to tell me where they at. People say, I mean, I don't even know where you find them. Like, you know, I have been on dating sites, and they are, they on something. I have, you know, I ain't been nowhere really lately because I've been in the house. But I can't tell you where they are, and I'm always checking myself. Maybe it's because, Val, you know, I don't have as much patience as I used to have, so that if it looked like a duck, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's a duck. I don't like duck. I like chicken or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's the problem. Eleanor said, married men hit me up, but that's not my thing. I love sex, but there's more to me than that. Exactly. But that's just the thing. Now, on a lot of dating sites, there are married men who tired and they just want to, and I talked to some of my male friends about this. There are married men who are in committed relationships and they just want, you know, they just want a little thing for the night, or maybe tomorrow night. And they approach you with, that's what I want. I want sex. You got a nice butt. I like that. That's what they come at you. And you know, we are human, sexual beings. But if that's your lead, then for me, it's like, okay, and then what happens? What happens after we get out of bed? Can we we can't have a conversation? I don't really know anything about you. They don't even know your last name and they ready, Eleanor. I don't understand that part, right? And then after that, they're going to see you on the next trip when it's time for them to, you know, whatever, the next time. What happened to really like getting to know a woman for her mind, appreciating her for more than her body? What happened to courting and taking a woman out? And it doesn't have to be that the man has to pay all the time. You know, I'm good with going Dutch sometimes. What happened to, you know, what happened to going to get my oil changed, right? Because my oil need to be changed, and I'm a female, and you know, I handle all my business, but dang, boo, let me just go get your oil changed for you, because I see you handling your business and grinding. Let me do that for you. What happened to that? What happened to not lying, right? Because dudes, oh my God, I'm going to tell y'all the story. I met this dude one time who appeared to be, I mean, he said everything nice. He's a nice guy, work hard. This is where I work at. Let me give me his work address. You can come by my job. oh, I love God, just all the nice things the first couple of days. And then all of a sudden he just started lying, like for no reason, like stupid lies. Like, let me tell you one of the lies he told me, girl. He told me that he wasn't feeling well. Okay. And a lot of people, we know with this pandemic, a lot of people have been getting sick, and he was going to the doctors, and I was concerned. I was like, I need to, can I do anything for you? You know what I'm saying? Bring you something to eat, food, whatever. I'm concerned, right? So came back from the doctor. I said, so how'd it go? He said, I don't know. I took the COVID test. They're going to let me know in a couple of days. All right, cool. So now the next couple of days, we were supposed to be going out, but he said he didn't feel good. And I said, okay, cool. So, maybe, because he was sounding like he was dying, right? Just, oh my God. He asked me to bring him by some soup or something like that. And I did, right? And when I had went by to bring it to him, he had on his jacket. I remember it. So when I got back home, the next day I called him and I said, well, did the doctor call? And what'd you hear about the COVID test? This is what he told me, Eleanor. The doctor told me, now he already went to the doctor. The doctor told me that I got the COVID symptoms. I said, well, didn't you know you had the symptoms when you went to the doctors? Because they either tell you got it or you don't. Do you have it? I don't know, but he said I had the symptoms and I got to quarantine for 14 days. Okay, I get that because you got the symptoms, but you took a test. What the test say? I don't know. I said, well, what did the doctor tell you? Well, I don't know. I said, well, all right. That ain't sound right. But I'm so sick and I can't go tonight. Okay, fine, that's cool. You ain't gotta go. How about stupid posted on Facebook the same night with the same jacket on that I seen him on, talking about how he was getting ready to go out, do that. Stupid. That's why you gotta lie. Like, why it's not necessary to lie. Just tell me what it is. Because from jump, I'm gonna say, listen, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm not looking for. You married? You want just the cookies? What? What is it? Tell me so I can know. I want to make informed decisions. Tell me what it is so I can know what it is. So, we adults and we can move forward. Why you gotta lie? Why you gotta lie? Karen, hey y'all. She said, I like to seduce my mind than my body. Absolutely. Because if you can't seduce my mind, then I'm telling you, you got to get out of bed sometimes. And what you going to do? You're going to stay home and play the game all day? You going to be like, what? You going to, do you have any motivation? We going to have a conversation. What's going to happen? I like to know. Karen Harris. Hey, that's my girl, Karen. This is Facebook, your choice. So I am inviting anyone from Facebook to send me an invite, and if you would like, I can invite you into the conversation, and we can have a conversation about the topic of your choice. I see my sister on here. Tara, send me a Facebook invite, and I can bring you on, and we can have a conversation about the topic of your choice. Y'all, Eleanor, let me tell you something, girl. I'm gonna tell you like ain't nobody else on here but me. I've been struggling a little bit, child. I've been struggling. Something has changed in me since we've been quarantined, like over these last couple of years. I've gotten to the point where I don't really want to go out as much. I used to be very social. For the first couple of months, I was really I was having withdrawals because I'm such a social person and I'm always used to going. And now I've gotten to a place where I don't want to go. And that's bad because, you know what I'm saying? That brings depression. That makes me and my lover, the refrigerator, closer than what we need to be. I start feeling my mortality more. That's an issue. And I know the things I need to do. Like I talk to my girlfriends, oh, you need to get out and walk. You need to, not watch a lot of TV. You need to meditate. You need to pray. I know all those things. But there's something in me that is not allowing me to, it's almost like my mind hasn't shifted into the gear of who I used to be. And that's becoming an issue for me. Like I say, I'm tired of sitting in this house. But I feel almost immobile at some points. Like I work from home. And I do a lot of things from home. Like I do my business from home. I do my work from home. There's really not a lot of time for me to do anything else. But even on days when I can, I mean, I'll go out for a little while and I come right back home. Like, I'm like, you too, Karen? I'm like, what's going on with my mind? And then, you know, like I said, I try not to watch so much TV, but the more that I hear about, I don't want to be ignorant to what's happening in the world, but the more I watch and listen to what's going on, the more sad and depressed I get. And I'm going through this whole, it's like this self-reflection thing, right? Where, you know, I'm playing over my life and choices I made and choices I didn't make. Right? See, Karen, that's why I miss you, because we used to have our sister club, you know, the book club meeting where we would be able to sit down and talk about all this. And that's another thing. I miss the company of all of my friends, my sisters, that we sit together, we have some wine, and we just vent and get it all out. I don't have that anymore. You know, everybody is, you know, we're all like kind of secluded, and so I feel very isolated. I feel very, like something ain't clicking for me, you know? I go through the motions, but something ain't clicking. You know, and I can't figure out what it is. Eleanor said, COVID has kept me from traveling. I love to go places, shopping and such. I'm engaged to me too. I'm engaged to my refrigerator and cheating with the microwave. Girl, you ain't said nothing. I have become content at home. I have no desire to go out. And that's me too. First of all, you're right. That's my lover. Oh my God. Talk about an orgasm. Mr. Fridge and Mr. Microwave, right? But that ain't what I want to do, because then I'm mad about it. I'm like, dang, I can't fit my clothes. Then I'm depressed about it, right? So that's not what I want to do, but that's what the motions is happening. And I know that that's a sign of depression, right? Because there's this, something is missing, you know, it's like trying to fill something. And I call on the phone, talk to my friends on the phone, but it's not the same, you know, like our sisterhood, you know, we would be able to, you know, we would get dressed up, we would have our time that we were going to go and have our book club meeting, everybody brought in a bottle of wine, we'd go, we'd talk, we would scream, holler, cuss, fuss, fight, hug, kiss, eat, make up. It was just fun. And I had so many other things that I was doing, you know, like people think I do a whole lot of stuff outside of the house. I do not. Everything that I do is usually in the house. The project that I'm working on, I do that from home. I got another venture going on, and that's another thing, y'all. Y'all need to think about getting some legal shield. Y'all need to hit me up, because we all need to be protected legally. Please hit me up for some legal shield. I ain't playing. I'm trying to have diversified streams of income. So yeah, y'all probably say, here she go with something else. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying. Because if I'm going to be sitting in the house, I want to have some money while I'm sitting in the house. Girl, the COVID pounds. My God. And let me tell you something I was watching. I think it's everybody, because I was watching, what's that show I really like? Not Greenleaf, but, oh my God. They got this big old farm, and the dude, the brother's real dark skin, foreign. What is his name? And the sisters, and they trying to run this vineyard. I don't remember the name of it. But everybody on there looked like they had some COVID pounds on them. I was like, okay, yeah, it ain't just us. It's the stars too. Everybody has some COVID pounds on them. I'm sick of it though. I'm sick of it. And then last week, Karen, I was like, so me and my girlfriend Celeste, we went to the track, right? We did good. It was nice outside. It was sunny. We walked 3 days in a row. I was like, yeah, we on the road now. Girl, it was cold the next day. I was like, I ain't going out. It's cold outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I guess I'll start again next week. Eleanor, you used to like to go to the club, having a drink, dancing. Me too. Girl, I like to go out, hear me some music, because you know I love music. Go da-da-da-da-da. Everybody had events. I know some people that ain't let it stop. Queen Sugar, that's the name of it. That's it, Karen. Queen Sugar. Did you see the newest episode? Look like they had some COVID pounds on them too, girl. So I said it ain't just us. Because the old girl that was getting married, she had some COVID pounds on her too. But, you know, they say, that as women we should embrace everything about us. My girlfriend Londelia, y'all probably heard about her. She got that book called Flying Solo, talking about masturbation and feeling yourself, and she talks about this concept of body deformation, or something that has to do with how we as women always have these negative images of our bodies, and when we obsess over it, then number one, it could prevent us from having sexual gratification, because while we having sex, we like, nah, he didn't touch my fat back. Oh my God, he got his hand on my stomach. That we can't relax when that's happening. But that's hard, because although we are supposed to embrace ourselves, embrace, this is me, this is what it is, da-da-da, love me. Girl, it'd be like, dang, that was not there last week. What is that right there? That was not there last week. And here's the other thing. I'm telling on myself. I don't care. Here's the thing. I'm so transparent, because unlike Kirk Franklin, I don't give a who-dot-do-dot-da-da-dot what nobody say, because most of the time when people saying it, they got some stuff themselves. So anyway, I'm saying dysmorphia, that's what it's called. That's what it's called. That we get to this place where we have shame of our bodies. Now, as you get older, stuff happens. The other day, this is what I was going to tell y'all, right? I had to go to the bathroom, right? And I waited to the last minute because I'm lazy. So I had to go to the bathroom, right? And as I was waiting, I was thinking, oh, come on, wait till the last minute. Get up and go to the bathroom. So I went to get up, and in my mind, I was 25 years old, right? I was going to, because I got a bathroom in my bedroom, right? I was going to fly to the bathroom, come back, and be able to finish that next snore and never miss a beat. Girl, I got up, and Fred Sanford engulfed my body. Fred Sanford just took over my whole body, and I could only walk wide leg, like about two steps, and I had to stop, and then another 2 steps, and I shuffled into the bathroom. And it took me so long to shuffle into the bathroom to get back that by the time I got back, I was awake, because I messed up my sleep, because it took me too long, because Fred Sanford his spirit engulfed my body. That's what happened, Eleanor. So what I'm saying, stuff happens that have never happened before. And Eleanor, sometimes, as much as I say to people I desire to be in a relationship, I think about that. Like, yo, do you really want to be in a relationship? Because some stuff come with that. Like, do you really want, how you sexy when you suppose it was a man laying next to me, and he was half woke and seen Fred Sanford spirit take over my body, that would not have been sexy. That's all I'm saying. So I gotta think about it. Maybe, no, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. And that's why when people talk about, some of my friends talk about the cougar syndrome, right? And I say all the time. Now, let me just preface this by saying that there's a young man that has been pursuing me for a while, and one of the reasons why I think that I continue to push him back is because I don't want to have to explain gravity, menopause, or the fact that Fred Sanford's spirit takes over my body from time to time. Because he's young, you know what I'm saying? And, I like all kinds of music, but I be like that rap constantly. I don't want to hear that all the time. I don't. Put on some Stevie Wonder, dude. I don't know what they saying. And then I sound like this old, whatever, which I am. So, that's why I haven't. You hear me, Eleanor? That's probably why in his pursuit I haven't allowed him to catch me. Because I have no patience, y'all. Like, Karen, let me tell you something. Because you know me from back in the day. There's a lot of choices that I made in relationships that I regret now. I really do. But, there's nothing you could do about yesterday. But one of the things that I do not have is patience for bullshit. Like, I really feel like, if I'm with somebody, I'm too old. I need honest to God, y'all. And I feel like I need somebody that I know has my back. Like, I don't, you can call me, text me every day and say, hey, beautiful, hey, sweetie. That's cute. But that doesn't, I need to be vulnerable. Like when I need to cry and I need to lay my head on somebody's shoulder, that's not going, that ain't helping me. That you send me a cute little text. That's not. If I need, I'm going to go back to my oil needing to be changed. Like that little cute text, that's not changing my oil. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to take care of me financially. Because honest to God, I know that some people feel like a man needs to be financially secure, whatever, whatever. I take care of myself. And so for me, if you got all these other qualities, what you bring financially is added, right? Say, hey, babe, go get your hair done. Hey, babe, go buy you an outfit. You know, hey, babe, here's something to pay the electric bill. And we're dating, I'm good with that. But I'm not good. I feel like men are lazy. I'm not good with, you act all lovey. You don't even know me. What's my favorite color? What makes me cry? What makes me laugh? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I passionate about? What are you passionate about? That's what we need to know about each other. What does it look like when you're angry? What does it look like when I'm angry? You know what I'm saying? I don't even need to know your credit score, but are we working on it together? How you treat your mama? You taking care of them kids you got? Like, those things matter to me. So, I don't care how good you can sling it. That don't make up for that. It just don't. And we're at an age now, men and women, my age, I'm talking about 55 and up, where you ain't slinging it like that all day, every day anyway. So stop playing. It's not the most important thing, sex, right? Love making is a fabulous thing. But sex is something you can get anywhere to me. Like, I can walk out the door right now and say, hey, giving away sex right here. People be lined up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Sex, because some people, sex is just an act. It's nothing attached to it, right? I need to be held. Right? I need some other stuff happening. We ain't even got to have sex, but I need to lay on your chest and say, babe, I'm warm. Fred Sanford took over my body last night, and babe need to say, it's okay, baby. You still cute to me. That's what I'm talking about. Eleanor said a young man would be spotting me a couple of dollars for some Bengay and a heating pad. I know that is right, Eleanor. And they don't even understand that. Like, the young man that I'm talking about, he is a good conversationalist, except for the fact that he has some narcissistic tendencies. It has to be about him all the time. And he has to be right. And I'm like, nigga, excuse me, see, y'all got me. I mean, I'm 10 years older than you. When you were digging up in your nose, I knew all about that. So you ain't always right. That kind of stuff. Yeah, it's challenging. I mean, me and my daughter talk about it too. And I've said that maybe I'm okay just kind of being, y'all think I'm going to be one of them old maid women like by herself? I don't want to, see, that's the other thing. I don't want to die by myself. I want somebody there to just wipe the little drool. I want that, because that's where I'm at in life. Like, I really want not to be alone for the rest of my life, but that doesn't mean I'm going to just accept any old kind of thing because I don't want to be alone. Because, I mean, I know what a relationship looks like. I was married for almost 30 years. And again, I regret some of the choices that I made. But today, I'm not willing to settle. I don't think we as women should settle. And I have to say to some of these young girls out here that sometimes I think, we have more power than what we think we have. Like, you set precedents. I remember having a conversation when my dad was alive, and he said, if some of these young girls would tell these young boys that they ain't gonna get no cooch if they don't pull up their pants, all the little young boys will be pulling up their pants. And I kind of believe that. I think that we teach people how to treat us, right? And if we accept that, I'm good being a side piece, or I'm good if you're able to come over once a week, or I'm good if you just text me, I'm good if you come over and have sex with me once a month, twice a month, I'm good if you say I'm cute. I just feel like that's selling ourselves. Like, I remember being a young woman who really didn't have any confidence in herself, right? I remember being a young woman who craved love and felt like, oh, I want that boy to like me. I want this one to like me. What I understand today is that I gotta like me. Because if I don't like me, I don't even know if what you're giving me is love. I don't even know if what you're giving me means anything. Like, I just feel like, unfortunately, whether we're young or old, a lot of us are still learning, because I'm still learning too, how to love ourselves so that we could teach someone else how to love us. So that we have boundaries. So that we say, hey, nah, that's not gonna work for me. Or even if it's like, you know what, I believe that I am valuable enough that I don't have to accept that. I just feel like we don't do that enough, because sometimes there's this myth that there's not enough men out here, so as long as you got one, you should be happy. I don't really subscribe to that. I think that you can be miserable with someone and disrespect it. And if you have children, then you're teaching them that that's what it looks like. You know, I've seen a lot of stuff in my young life, right? I've told this story where I saw, like, my aunties, they always had a man, but they weren't yet. They were abusive, they were alcoholics, they were disrespectful, but they had a man. And somehow in my early years, that registered to me as, oh, you're supposed to have a man. And it doesn't matter, all these other things don't matter, because you got somebody to warm your bed and say that's your man. And that's not what it was. And those generational experiences are passed down among families. Like, you see relationships that are so unhealthy because individually we're unhealthy. A lot of us. I know I am. I got some unhealthy things. I have worked through a lot of stuff, but I still got some stuff that needs to be worked through. So in a relationship, if you're not open about the fact that, hey, listen, I got some issues in this area that I'm working through, but hey, I got some issues in this area. Like I said, Kirk Franklin ain't said nothing because I don't use some words. If I meet somebody that don't like all that cussing and they see me go to 10, they be like, ooh, you're not that Facebook girl that's on all cheery all the time, are ya, Val? Nah, not all the time. So, you got to be honest about your stuff so that people are not taken by surprise when your stuff comes out. But yeah, Eleanor. Hey, Rhonda Snell. I went to elementary school, y'all, with Rhonda Snell. She's beautiful. She's still beautiful. She still just looked just like she did back in elementary school. Like, age ain't touch her at all. But those were the days. I miss those times because life was so much simpler. Life was so much simpler. And I tell you what, it ain't nothing like it now. I mean, I'm from Jersey, y'all, and there are places. I remember I was talking to somebody the other day talking about how I used to walk from Hillside to South Orange Avenue like it wasn't nothing. I mean, my mom used to let us take the path from New Jersey to New York and go hang out in Washington Park because we never feared. I didn't at the time. There was no, I fear for my life, somebody gonna snatch a kid, whatever. When we was teenagers, we used to get on the 14 and go all over the place because there wasn't that. It wasn't as wicked. It didn't feel. If it was, it didn't feel as wicked as it is now. Like somebody gonna snatch a child, and it just didn't feel that way. And it's not like that now. Ellen said, "I'm far from perfect, and I have flaws, but I have a big, beautiful heart." I know that's right. Me too. That's what I say. And I love love. I love love. I'm just not bad at it. That's my song. I love love. Like, I think that the last time that I was very much in love, I was in love for a very long time. And I tried very, very hard, everything I could to just make that relationship work. And I don't care. I mean, whatever. Like that's how I was sold out in love for this person. And you know, it would always get to a point where it felt like, okay, this is going to work, and then something would happen. And the last time that I had interactions with that person, a light came on. Something had happened, and I don't know, we kind of had went back and forth about the idea after all this time of maybe rekindling, you know, this love that we're supposed to have that was just so ooh. And he did something, you know, that it was almost like this kind of ghost effect. Instead of saying, like, he wasn't honest, right? But in all of the times that I kept saying, I don't care what happened, I'm gonna love this person, I'm gonna try, something clicked in me that was like, you know what? I wasn't mad. I was just like, yeah, I'm done now. Like, after all of these years, that was the first time where I could really feel in my heart and mind, yeah, I'm done. Like, I'm valuable. I am nobody's option. If I'm not a priority, I ain't nothing. And that's the other piece about it. Like, I refuse to be an option. Because I'm not going to make you an option. We're either each other's priorities or we ain't nothing. Because I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be like, you know, you take an application and, you know, I'm whatever for the job, you know, I'm going to be on the job for 6 months so you can see if you like my qualifications, and if you don't, then you might hire somebody else or fire me. No, please. Please. I might fire you. I don't want the job. How about that? How about that? This ain't the job for me. How about that? And I'm just ain't with it. And that's the other thing, Eleanor, and Karen too. I think me and my daughter was talking about this whole lack of commitment thing. Like, this new generation, and even a lot of older guys, don't use the word commitment. You know, you got relationships where you got people that decide that they want to be 2 and 3 in a relationship, or yeah, I'm the side piece. You know, I'm seeing other people, and I'm seeing you too, because, you know, we just trying to try this out and get to know each other. Or, all right, so we're just having sex. Okay. And here's my thing. I'm an adult. If I feel like that's all we have, and we good sex partners. Let's establish that. But let's be clear about it. Let's be upfront about what it is. Let's not try to act like it's not. Right? Don't be trying to act like, yeah, no, babe, I love you, babe. Yup, I got you, babe. No. You want some sex. And that's okay. And every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock, that's what we'll do. Whatever. But let's be honest about it. I just feel like, here's the thing. If we're adults and we know what we both want, like Eleanor said, you know, it's about having choices. Let me know. What's the rules from jump? Let me know what the rules is from jump, so I can decide whether or not I want to play. Because if you don't tell me all the rules, then something is deceptive in this relationship. You got one set of rules over here that you ain't tell me about. And you didn't give me an option whether or not I want to play or not. And now I don't like that. Don't do that. Because that's when the that's my new phrase, when the Kirk Franklin come out. When the Kirk Franklin come out, I don't want none. You don't want none when the Kirk Franklin come out. Eleanor said, I'm not auditioning for a spot in anyone's life. Don't waste my time. Exactly. And Eleanor, that's what I say to people that I meet. At this point in my life, the most valuable thing that I have is my time. If you're going to waste my time, that right there, that's the worst thing you can do, because I could be doing other things. I could be doing a business venture. I could be spending time with my grandchildren. I could just be chilling, right? You don't get to waste my time because you want to play games. You didn't give me a choice in the matter. You didn't put everything out on the tables. You wasted my time. And I'm good at engaging. Let me tell you something. I'll be like, I have a friend, and I hope he ain't watching, because if he is watching, I mean, he's my friend, right? I'm telling you, for the last 2 years, every morning when my phone dings, I know it's him saying, good morning. How you doing? He's been doing that for 2 years. Nothing else. But that's what it is. Now, if he loses his mind and says, I'm on my way over there, I'd be like, what? To do what? Because you are texting the moment. We friends. Like, that's my dude. He's my friend. And I appreciate every morning without fail, I get a text. How you doing? How's your day? You okay? Every morning. But if he said, like, I'm outside your house, I'm going to come in and you ain't call me? Like, what is that? I'm going to say, because that's not what we are. We a text. That's what we do. And you say, and I say. That's what happens. Because we've had that conversation. I'm like, what? You're so funny. No, because you got to engage me just like you want me to engage you. Engagement looks like you ain't just texting me, you calling me. You can hear it in my voice. What's the matter? You don't sound good. You all right? I'm going to say the same thing to you. Because I'm going to reciprocate. Whatever it is I say I want in a relationship is what I'm going to reciprocate. Hey, what you doing? You been in that house. Come on, hey, come on, let's go for a ride. Let's go, ride down the country. Let's go get something to eat. Let's da-da-da-da. We're engaging. Hey, I might have an issue. You might have an issue. I just need somebody to talk to. That's engagement. Hey, listen, I my car broke down, Val, and I need to go to the doctor's. I ain't got no way to get there. I got you. I'm on my way over. That's engagement. How the grandkids doing? How your people doing? That's good. That's engagement. Ow, just calling out the blue sky. We talking about some world event or let's watch a movie together. That's engagement, right? That's engagement because you're getting to know me and I'm getting to know you. It's not engagement when, hi, how you doing? I'm fine. How you doing? I'm fine. Okay. That goes on for a while. Then you get the, what you doing? Why don't you come on over? For what? What I'm coming over for? To do what? Because is that what we doing? Because that wasn't in the contract. Like, if that's not what you said. Like, what's going on? That's what I'm saying, y'all. Tell me if I'm wrong, because I'm willing to say, hey, maybe I need to rethink some things. But relationships they look real different to me now. I don't even understand how people fall in love, right? Because I feel like you got to have a friendship-based relationship first. I've had relationships that was based on sex. I ain't trying to front on nobody. I have. But at the end of them, there wasn't a relationship. Because once the sex was over, we ain't had nothing. We had good sex. And that's what it was. It was good sex. And now we don't have good sex anymore, so what do we have? I'm just saying. Are we friends? Because friends are friends regardless. If we didn't work out in our relationship, we're still friends, right? That's why I got a friend that I love. He is amazing. And I know that we will always love each other, but he's my friend. If he needs me or I need him, we are there for each other. I mean, I remember the other day I was in a bad place. I was so depressed, and I try to, I fight this depression thing. And he heard in my voice. And he was there at 8 o'clock in the morning with 2 cups of coffee. You all right? We got to talk. That's a friend, right? If I need something, he will go out of his comfort zone to look out for me. And I will do the same thing for him because we're friends, right? That's friendship. No matter, and we used to date years ago. We used to date, but our friendship was rock solid. So we're still able to be friends. And then I had people that we just had good sex, and now we ain't talking no more. I don't even know you. That's what it is. So I appreciate y'all talking to me. I'm gonna get ready to get off. I know I could talk. I said this is Facebook your choice. So if there is someone on Facebook who wants to have a conversation with me and you ask me to invite you, we can have a conversation live together. But I know everybody don't want to do that, so that's why we're talking like this. So put your comments in there. But if you want to come on Facebook Live with me, you can, because I'll definitely talk to you. We can talk. But there go my sister, Laverne Beverly. That's my sister. I have too, Eleanor. I have enjoyed the conversation, and it just, you know, Karen, you know, girl, we talk, and I miss that. So having these little conversations, they help me, you know, because sometimes you just gotta you just gotta say it, and because we don't have that ability to, you know, socialize like we used to. Sometimes I just need to come on Facebook and just say, this is how I feel. And who, you know, the good thing about that is that you can always find somebody that can relate. And sometimes it just makes you feel better to talk about it, or to know that you're not by yourself. And, you know, and even if you are by yourself, that somebody can, you know, agree to disagree, whatever. So it's cool. Eleanor, I've been under the weather the last couple of days, so I'm about to chill, listen to music. Ooh, I hear that, girl. I'm going to put on some music, too. I love some music. So thank y'all for chilling with Sister Talk with Valerie. Yo, chocolate smoothie. Chocolate smoothie. I'm going to be a chocolate smoothie till I'm about 80 years old. Me and Fred Sanford. Love y'all. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for just hanging out with me and just having a little bit of conversation. Have a great night. Bye-bye.